Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to my lovely Patreon members. This is a special Q&A for you in gratitude and appreciation of your ongoing support. I'd like to thank you for mainly asking questions that would be applicable to the wider community rather than questions that are too personal, because this means that more of us can benefit from these Q&As. So without further ado, let me go straight into the questions. And Sabina asks, the Pleiadians, how to overcome the fear of old age, loneliness, and the death of people you love. How to create so much energy and love inside yourself that it radiates for yourself and others as well. Well, Sabina, the Pleiadians are sharing with me here that the best thing that you can do is to live in the moment, in the now, to practice being exactly where you are, and to practice just appreciating that you are breathing and that you are alive. And as you begin to practice tuning in exactly where you are, the sounds, the sights, the smells, the tastes, the touches, you will find that your energy begins to calm. You haven't really got anywhere that you're rushing to and running to. You just begin to settle into your own energy. And as you do that, you will find that inside of you is the child like you, who knows how to be radiant, who knows how to be joyful and skip along. Because children, before they are fully programmed, are very joyful and always running and having fun and playing. And this is largely because they are absolutely living in that now moment. So that's the first thing to say. Now, many of you look at people who are getting old and you assume that you know that their experience is a bad one or a difficult one. And it may look like that externally. But you may find that there are many in old age who are really rather thriving, who are really rather doing very well, and who are enjoying being of the older community. You will also find that there is a releasing of the veil between life and death that is going on now, where more and more of you are beginning to see that life is cyclical and goes on and on and on. And that you are not your body. You are spirit in a body and not the other way around. And so you have the most immense capability, if you would choose it, to be able to connect with those who have passed on, to feel their energies, to feel their vibrations, and to know that you are never, in fact, alone, Sabina. You are never, ever alone. So these are just a few of the tips that the Pleiadians are sharing here with you about your very good question. We hope you find that soothing. Maria asks, what is the best thing we can do at the moment to increase our power and love? Well, that's a really, really good question, Maria. So one of the ways of doing this, and one of the ways that I find helps, is when I do things that I enjoy, whether it's dancing, walking along the beach, walking in nature, playing my piano, painting, doing videos, doing live streams, stroking my cat, talking to various people that I love, praying, meditating. Gosh, there's so many things. So tune in and do as many of the things that you love as you possibly can every day. If you enjoy writing, write. If you enjoy cooking, cook, but really put your presence, your whole presence, your whole undivided attention into whatever you're doing, and automatically you will bring love to it, and you will feel more love emanating from you. And from that, you will feel more power. Power is also associated with clear boundaries. This is all right with me. This is not all right with me. You can do it in a very clean and clear way, but it must be kept so that you don't feel as though you're being trampled on or taken advantage of, but just that you keep things clean and clear right from the outset. You don't need to explain yourself. Yeah. A lot of us have kept explaining, go, no, I know I still do it sometimes. I'm in my 60s. You need to explain yourself. You're not a child in that respect. So I hope that helps. Maria? Mother Willow asks a great question here. What does it mean when you have multiple planets in the same sign? For example, she's got the Moon, Venus, and Mercury all in Capricorn. Even though she's got a Sag sun, she feels more like a Capricorn. So what does it mean when you have multiple planets, like 2 or 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 planets? It's known as a stellium. It will mean that that sign plays a strong role in your life. So you will have more characteristics of that sign than maybe most people do, because you've got a lot of planetary activity going on there. So it means that your attention is drawn and your frequency aligns with the frequency of that particular sign. So that's how it works. I've got a stellium, for example, in Libra. So I feel very aligned with wanting to share things with other people. Whatever it is, I so much want to share it. If I find a great healer, or I find a great book, or I find a great person, I want to share them with you. Yeah, I can't bear to keep it to myself. Libra is always looking for peace, for harmony. Sometimes it's great. It means that you can be a good diplomat, but it also means that sometimes you're not as direct as you really need to be. So you might want to look in your chart and see, where have I got the most emphasis? And it may be just one planet that stands out the most, but I think I've answered Mother Willow's question there. Thank you. Now, Demi has asked here, what can I do to astral project and meet our beloved family from the stars? I've been struggling with astral projection and only seem to get to lucid dreaming stage. I wonder if you've got any tips. Okay. And I think you're probably asking the Pleiadians here. So what they want to say to you is that trying too hard, just relax into it. And the lucid dreaming is great. And try different ways of just relaxing and letting yourself go free. You're a little bit afraid to let yourself go. Let yourself go really, really free and see where that takes you, or ask various star systems or star beings or Pleiadians, whatever it is, to connect in with you and see how that goes. But make a request for a specific connection, and you may find that that helps. So I hope that helps you, Demi. Yeah. So it may not look how you think it needs to look. So just allow yourself to be taken around. Yeah. You might be expecting a horse and cart, and you might get a balloon. Yes. So it's a bit like that. It's not going to feel like you may be expecting it to feel. Have no expectations, I think is what they're saying to you. Sue has asked, could you please ask the Pleiadians? It's been said that the Earth has to go through 5 stages of transformation before we can move forward to the new future. Have we really only gone through 2 so far? And how bad are the other 3 stages going to be? She says, as Pam suggests, I'm on my eagle's perch. I just want to know how tight I should be hanging on. So the Pleiadians are not sure where you've got the information of the 5 stages, because they're not seeing that. They're seeing that many are already very elevated and already creating a new Earth that is parallelly being created to the one that you are on. We are not sure how to explain this very clearly, but there is another new Earth, several new Earths being created now that many of you are able to go to. You can go now to the new Earth. You can visit it. You can look at it. You can be there. You can experience it. So as for how bad things are going to get, we wouldn't look for how bad things are going to get. We would envisage how good things could be. Envisage how you want them to be. And then don't allow anything else to come in between you and that vision. And see only the good things that people are doing. And see only the good in every single person that you possibly can. And if they are not displaying goodness, then still see them with the potential of goodness. Because every single being has that potential and wishes deep inside to show and express their love and their goodness, no matter how warped they may seem to you. So I hope that helps you there, Sue. A unicorn is asking, what are the best things I can do to nurture peace and harmony within at this time, as well as receive the intuitive lifetimes that now want to arrive in me? Not quite sure what you mean by that question, but how to nurture peace and harmony within you is really to, I find what helps me very often is I just say, I am peaceful, I am peaceful, I am peaceful. I am calm, I am calm, I am calm. And even just that, I find my shoulders beginning to relax, my eyelids beginning to droop, but I really just get a sense of calm. So even if you just say peace, calm, and just do that regularly, many times a day, that would be a good starting point. Music could be very helpful for you. What kind of music just makes you feel calm? It might be nature sounds, it might be birds, it might be running water. It might be the sound of the sea or the trees rustling. Whatever gives you that sense of calm, that you can speak yourself into calmness. I do that many, many times a day. I need to. I'm just not quite sure what you mean, receive the intuitive lifetimes that want to arrive in you. So I think main thing is to nurture that peace and harmony. I hope that's helped. Elizabeth asks, with all the talk of the benefits of leaving the Piscean age, I'm wondering what that means for the Pisces in our charts. For example, her sun and rising are both Pisces. And the same go for Aquarius. How can we leverage Aquarius in our charts as we move into the age of Aquarius? This is a really, really good question. So I'm really right. The webinars that I'm doing, this current series of going through every sign, the house that it rules, the planets that it rules, enable us now to begin to tune in to the higher frequencies of the signs. That's why I'm also in the middle of writing the book, Astrology for the Awakened Soul, the new astrology for the new Earth, which has to evolve to a higher frequency. And so what I'd say is I would be focusing upon the highest frequencies of Pisces. The highest frequencies would be the highest expression of love, compassion, unconditional love, the sense of unity and oneness, boundless creativity, connectivity, joyful appreciation of every single being in the universe, and the sense of our infinite nature. And the highest expressions of Aquarius Well, I could do a whole video on that, to be really honest with you, Elizabeth, and that's really why I'm doing these separate webinars. But some of the highest expressions of Aquarius would be, how can you express your uniqueness, your authenticity, flying your freak flag, just being who you are, without having to put on an act, without having to please anybody, but just wearing your hair how you want to wear it, wearing the clothes you want to wear, speaking how you want to speak, but allowing your unique flavor to be felt, because everybody's got a unique frequency, and that you would allow your frequency to resonate, because you matter, you make a difference. And that's what the Aquarian energy is about, that we appreciate the richness of our diversity. That's the short answer, but I hope that helped. Shirley asks, this is the last question, how can we tap into our innate connections creatively and spiritually by harnessing the energies of the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction happening mid-April? I feel there is a timeline shift that can happen with this big flow of energies. So how can we choose to express it in its highest potentials? And she's asked for this from the Pleiadians. So we'll see what they would like to say. Well, you see, dear one, dear Shirley, the highest expression of this is really for you to find joy in whatever it is that you are doing, to set an intention, to be a happy person, to say no matter what is happening, I am choosing to find the good in everything. I will do that. I will make this my business to find the good. I will find my creative spark. I will try new things. I will explore new areas that I've not explored before. I will allow myself to be inspired, and I will inspire others. I will find ways to love. I will find ways to express that love. It may be silently, it may be with the animals, it may be with the trees, it may be with the stars, it may be with us. But begin to express love. Not to let it sit inside of you, but express it, do something about it, create that wave of love. Wave to somebody that you don't know, just wave and smile. There are so many creative things that you can do. You could write a big poster and put "I love you" on it and just walk around the street for a day and see what happened. You see, do so many things. Wear a hat that says "I love you." Just see, play with these energies. It is the energy of play. It is the energy of joy. It is the energy of finding ways to connect with one another. Goodness gracious, we love you all so very much. We do, we do, we do. So I hope that you've enjoyed this Q&A as much as I've enjoyed preparing it for you. Thank you for all your questions. I hope that the others who are watching this now will be shared on YouTube so that more people can benefit from the answers to the questions that were posed by the Patreon members. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, for your comments, for your feedback, for your constructive criticism. I'm hoping that this recording is improving now as I'm learning how to use the technology. And I'm always open to your feedback. So much love and appreciation to you all. Bye for now.